And we are on the air.
Is that how many licks it takes to get through a Tootsie Pop?
Yes.
Anyway,
I mean,
welcome.
that's how much licks it took for the owl. But the thing is, he just straight up bit that thing.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah, so it definitely doesn't take 3.
No, it
And
totally doesn't.
there's actually this episode of Food Theory on YouTube that's supposed to finally solve that mystery that's been going on for years.
Okay. Well,
Fearsome.
we're here to talk about Dungeons and Dragons and not food theory. So take it away, DM Calith.
Happily, thank you so very much. Sorry, folks, that it has been so very long since our last session. My work schedule has a tendency to get in the way of a lot of stuff. But welcome back for another scintillating episode of Dungeons and Dinosaurs and maybe Dragons. Maybe all of the above in a single session if we are lucky.
Dragon turtles?
Hell yeah.
Yes, we had
Turtle
dragons, but we didn't have a dinosaur that session, so we didn't get the trifecta yet, but we're getting there. As I recall, I believe our intrepid party, still with no name, happened to leave off in yon Fort Belawarian. Last session, we finished traveling the path through a small tidbit of coast and jungle up towards the fort, currently in control of the Flaming Fist mercenary group out of Baldur's Gate. And pardon the background noise, I apologize.
Oh my.
You're good.
And we had some adventures within the fort, discussions with the commander of the fort. We had talks with various other people around for supplies or, as I draw a fat blank on all of my words, rooms. There we go. For the ability to bed down for an evening or two. And then we had an incredibly fun encounter where this poor guard just had the shit beaten out of him by one of his fellow guards. He was lanced off of his horse, and our dear Fayara happened to go over and rescue him, and it turned out he was a charmingly handsome young chap, and it was very quick that he was just moonstruck by her and head over heels. And while that whole thing was going on, the rest of the party was making plans with the druid
and Shrub Boy.
Kawasha. Yes, I was trying to remember his name. Kawasha. As a potential guide to better navigate some of the more wilder elements of the jungles of Chult. I believe our dear party bedded down for the night, and we left off last session the next morning, just after breakfast, I think.
I think you're right. I know that Herg and Herg and oh gosh, darn it, I forget Felix's character's name.
Faye.
Yes, I know that Herg and Fayara wanted to discuss with the rest of the party whether or not to ask Mr. Lancelot over there to come with us as a quote-unquote volunteer guard, because they weren't sure how their druid guide would take that.
Fair enough. And so, my dear party, the sun is starting to climb up over the walls of the fort. You can hear the early morning foot traffic as the guards and the mercenaries begin going about their day. It's decently warm. You can already feel the temperature starting to rise again from the somewhat cooler temps of the night previous. Um, but, my dear party, what are we doing?
Alright, so Faye met this guy yesterday. You guys met him too. He's the one who came to the bonfire, and me and Faye were wondering, do we want to ask his superiors to let him come with us as a quote unquote guard kind of guy? Cause Faye thinks we should probably get him away from these people before he's kind of a jerk like them, cause he's not a jerk yet. But we know that you guys, and he nods at the druid and shrub boy, uh, don't really like the guys here with good reason. So we weren't sure if that was a good idea or not. So we wanted to ask everybody else first before we, did anything.
As long as it's okay with you guys, I don't.
Uh, at the moment, the druid Kawasha is not currently present.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he seems to have just kind of wandered off and disappeared outside, probably to go find his plant friend, who surprisingly had not spent the night in with you guys.
Huh.
Hector. Hector? Is that our charming fellow's name? Because I have a Hector here in my folder.
I'm pretty sure it's Hector.
Yeah, I thought it was Hector too. Awesome sauce. I'm getting things right, guys. He actually, I think he had not spent the night, but now would be a good time for him to walk through the door. And he kind of comes walking in. He looks over at Faye, and all of you can just. He turns into this like lovesick puppy for a second. But then he just kind of steels himself up a little bit, kind of blinks and clears his head, kind of looks around at the rest of the group, and sorry, good morning. How's everybody today?
Oh, good morning. We're pretty good. Uh, just talking over that thing that you said last night about maybe hiring people to come with us, possibly you.
Uh, well, yeah, no, and you see him just the eyes constantly flicking back to Faye. I'd love to travel along, and well, honestly, it would kind of get me out of here. So, no, I think this might be a great choice. No, if this invite's genuine, thank you.
I'm cool with it. What about you, Spike?
Yeah. I got no grudges with him. If he's cool, I'm cool. And if he's not cool, then I'm gonna need to do some ass thrashing.
I'm sure that you will not need to thrash much ass, brother. He seems like a pretty cool dude.
Alright, then I'm alright with him being on the team.
Awesome. Do we need to talk to somebody about that for you, Hector?
Any one of the guard captains will do. I think there's one up on the walls at the moment, or you could talk to. As I draw a complete blank on the name of the person. Give me a second. And go figure, it's not there. Oh well. Or if you talk to the captain of the watch, who's usually over top the gate on the way out, they're not a bad one to get clearance from.
Okay. All right. We'll we'll pack up here and meet you over there, maybe?
Also, let's not forget that we need our pass.
Didn't we get that already?
No, I don't think so.
I thought you guys got it when you also paid for the house.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that we got our pass then too.
No, I'm pretty sure they said they would have it ready by the morning
Okay.
before we left.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay. So do we have to go back to the main building for that?
I believe where as I forget everything honestly. I think it was this building over here that I had be the offices for the guy giving out passes and rooms.
Oh, he's the same guy?
Oh, I
Wait,
thought it was. I thought we had
okay.
to go over
Yeah,
here.
because that dude talks
Yeah.
super bad about the guys who live here and was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
you
thought it
better
was
be
all. I
careful.
thought it was over here we would have to go.
Yeah.
Yes, that will be true because I'm getting everything backwards right now because I got a lot going on. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys.
In dude was like, y'all better be careful. Even with that pass, those fuckers are going to steal your stuff.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah. No, but otherwise the day is yours. You can actually hear the sounds of Kalasha right outside now. He seems to be talking, and you hear like rustling leaves in response. Um, but yeah, otherwise it's just the sounds of the keep, which I think I have some better ambience for that. But you have the sounds of the keep out behind you. Where do we want to go, and what do we want to do?
I think we want to pack up and head for the gate so that we can meet meet Hector there.
All right, sounds good. You guys start gathering up the supplies and stuff that had been laid about or just placed around the small abode. Get everything together and start heading out. Ooh, I have my mic. And I believe the lizard had been left over at the stables, Spike Jr. So he's easily able to be retrieved on the way up towards the keep, main keep.
Yep.
Is that the name of that thing?
I would think so. Yeah. To get our pass.
Yes. The Bailey. There we go. That's what it's called. I knew there's a different word for it. And as you're picking up Spike Jr. on the way up, you do see a couple of guards stationed right outside the little courtyard area of the Inner Bailey. But gates are wide open. They seem to be pretty lax. It's already a nice, peaceful day. It's a bit breezy, and you can see clouds kind of starting to gather overhead. May end up raining at some point soon, but who knows? But you see, once you get within the Inner Bailey, you do see pretty much almost in the exact same spot Liara, the commander of the fort here. And she already has a small stream of messengers going back and forth, in, out, and around. But she sees you guys starting to come in and just kind of, you see a brief moment of recognition, then she just kind of flicks her head over towards, beckoning you forward.
Uh, Herc raises a hand and is like, "Hi, good morning," and he goes over.
And it's as you walk up, she just gives a curt nod. So, rested well, I assume.
Yep.
Fantastic. You'll need it for the jungle. It gets, and there's a brief flick of the eyebrows. Messy out there. As promised, here's the charter. And she reaches into a pouch, pulls it out. It's a very nice rolled up parchment with a small ribbon wrapped around it. Here, keep this on you at all times. This will be the only bit of safe passage through the jungles. Well, if anything could be considered safe in these areas, but
Oh, thanks. We super appreciate it. We were hearing from a couple people around here that you can actually have some of you guys maybe go with us into the forest or the jungle, and that we just need to ask a captain if it's all right to have one of the men come with us and pay for that and stuff.
Keep going. Oh no.
Exactly. In fact, since
Somebody.
you're already here,
Oh god.
1 gold per day, payable upon return.
Excellent. Alrighty. That sounds really good. Is it alright if we take the one known as Hector? We met him last night. He seems like a really solid guy.
Not familiar with him, but have at it.
Thanks. Well, you seem like a very busy person, 'cause you're running all this, so you have a great day, and we will, probably be back, hopefully, if we don't die, maybe.
Hopefully. By the way, before you leave,
This is
Yeah?
have
hard.
you lot changed your mind about the proposed jobs?
Um, well, we are doing some right now, but if they coincide with what we're already doing, maybe we could do it at the same time.
Indeed. Well, if you happen to find yourselves down on the eastern coast, Eastern, yes.
Somehow.
Keep an eye out for strange tracks.
Strange, like dinosaur or
Mm.
people?
I don't know, unfortunately, and that's what is frightening. Definitely neither of the above, unless it is some strange hybrid. But it is something very large.
Mm.
But I would be willing to pay
It's really
for information
Oh no.
as to what they could
Look
be.
out.
Well, we are sort of going in that direction, so we might find ourselves coming across it. I'll make sure to keep an eye out. I'm pretty good at sketching, so I'll draw a picture of them in case it helps you guys figure out what it is. And, well, if it doesn't look too dangerous or off track, maybe we can follow them to find out what it is.
Ooh.
Excellent. I would be quite thrilled as to what could be found.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll do our best.
And she just gives a nod and resumes talking to a couple of the messengers that had been kind of running up during this time.
Herg kind of half bows and then turns around and starts walking back towards the rest of the group. And he calls out, "Sit lolly, I got the thing. Also, we're looking for dinosaur, maybe hybrid, humanoid. Don't know what it is, but it's weird tracks on the way."
Okay.
Sounds like my friend Salamance. I sold him a thing that he likes to call a whoopin' steak.
I don't know. What? Okay, if you say so. Also, we're allowed to bring Hector.
Looks like Hector is now officially part of the team that I think should be called the Ass Thrashers. Well,
I'm not.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
I'm not totally 100% on board with that name, I don't think. Okay. Anywho, to the gates.
All right. And as you guys are starting to head towards the main gate, over towards the west side of the fort, you see Kawasha just come trotting up. He's got a backpack on, and you see, sweet Jesus, I'm drawing a blank on the plant's name. Oh my god.
I'm gonna call him
Isn't
Bushkit.
that named Weed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. It's a funky word for weed. I was forgetting it. But yeah, he comes. He hails you guys, waves, and catches up with you guys. And I completely forget the accent that I had for him. This is what I get for going too long without playing.
He had kind of Indian accent almost.
Oh my god, I'm gonna sound so racist. Okay.
That Uzi?
Oh.
Uzi?
Oh my god, I can't.
Wow.
It was a lot of hello, my friends.
Oh, hello. Hello again, my friends.
That sounds right.
Are we ready to go out into the jungle?
Yeah, we got the thingy that hopefully makes people not kill us. Also, uh, we're sort of bringing a friend. So Faye met this guy Hector last night here. He's kind of new to the fort, and he's sort of a part of the people here, but also and he lowers his voice a bit. Kind of is not like them. Is not a jerk and wants to get away from here and not be in the fort that much. So we're gonna bring him with us, if that's okay.
Indeed.
Get the money.
Okay.
I certainly hoped that your estimation is. And he just kind of looks over at Hector and narrows his eyes. Spot on.
Yeah, he seems pretty nice to me. Also, him and Faye get along pretty well, so they're probably gonna be a great team.
And you just kind of see
Oh,
Hector
another one.
almost hovering around Faye.
Oh my god!
Which I will not roleplay people's characters while they're not here because I will not do them that disservice. But they're just kind of talking.
Yeah, there is absolutely zero substitute for actual Faye. I will not even attempt to do that.
Yes,
I
no,
might be able to do the voice, but never the attitude.
But yeah, no, the gates are wide open. And as you folks start making your way out of them, the sounds of the fort just slowly start dying away. And you begin getting more and more of the forest once more. The insects, which are ever present, just get louder. You can then begin to hear all sorts of other creatures, especially with the heat of the day picking up and just bringing the jungle to life.
Damn, we made it so
So,
far. We hate to see it.
my dear party, let's bring us over to the map. Hopefully, this won't take forever to load.
Ha 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 ha. We're doomed.
It's gray. Very gray. I feel like I've been shadowed by a cloud.
Oh, you're in Barovia. It's fine. There we go.
Okay. It didn't take too long.
Gorgeous. So, my dear party, what is our heading?
We had
Pretty.
originally.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you first. I've done a lot of talking. It's your turn.
I'm pretty sure the plan wasn't it to go this way
Yes.
along the coast?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me. You know what? Let's get not a rectangle, a hex up that we can move around. Right now, we are. Here. What color do we want this?
Do the colors mean things?
Nope.
Purple, because it's the best color. Yay.
There we go. We've got a nice purple hex to mark where you guys are at. Now, if I am not forgetting everything else, which at this point, oh my god, I feel bad for myself. I'm recalling it should be 1 hex per day at a normal pace. And if we choose to move at a fast pace, we can possibly get to 2 hexes per day. If we go at a slow pace, it's possibly 1 hex per day.
So if we are in that hex already, it'll take us a day to get to the next hex, or
yes, the next hex over.
got it.
I think we'd probably move at the speed that's suggested by our guide, the druid, since they're the ones leading us.
Yeah.
So, it is more like, do you wish to see the scenery and everything, or do you wish to try and just make good time? Those are the choices.
Well, we're supposed to be helping explore stuff, so I don't want to go too slow, but I want to go slow enough that we know what's going on around us and see things.
Then it might be wise to not move at too fast a pace. Otherwise, you may not see the snake before you step on its tail.
Oh yeah, and I got to forage for Spike Jr. too, just to, find stuff for him to eat.
Indeed. And do be careful that you do not pick up anything that might be poisonous.
That too. I'm gonna, and he pulls out some paper that he's got. I'm gonna draw stuff that looks cool and figure out what it does, and then if it's poisonous, we'll know to never touch it again. And hopefully, I will survive it.
Oh, hopefully is the right word.
Cool, cool. You let me know if you know anything that I'm about to touch is bad, and I won't do it.
I know a fair bit, but not everything. This will be quite intriguing.
Awesome, science.
All right, so mechanically, then, do we wish to try and go 2 hexes today, or do we want to try and only go, or do we only want to go 1?
Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back.
No pasa nada.
My vote is for 1 hex. Spike, what's your vote?
Hold up, what the frick are we doing?
We're voting on how fast to try and go through the jungle. If we go slowly, we only get 1 hex through the jungle, but we probably won't get murdered by anything. If we go super fast, we can do 2 hexes through the jungle, but might get murdered by things or miss really cool things.
I mean, I want to get really cool things, though I also want to thrash some people.
Well, I mean,
This is a
you'll
tough
be able to see the
decision.
things to thrash. It's more like, do you want to be able to see the thing that's going to hit you before it does hit you?
You know what?
Okay,
Let's
I'm
see
back.
the thing that's gonna hit us before
Welcome
it
back.
does, so then when it does, we can thrash it.
Spike and I are voting for normal pace. What's your
Same.
vote? Cool.
All right,
You do that?
excellent.
You
Our
do?
heading awaits.
I don't do that.
And Kawasha pulls out a walking stick. Just kind of like it's almost like he pulled it out of his sleeve. It was strange. And he just takes it up and just starts marching down the path. And before long, it's almost like within 100 feet of the walls of the fort. They're kind of swallowed up by the jungle once more.
Oh,
And you really begin to hear the creatures just come alive almost once you cross the threshold. There's insects galore. There's small creatures, both furred and scaly, darting through the underbrush.
Well,
As we begin moving along, anybody that wishes to roll perception, please do. At the same time, I would like for everybody, which is just you three, to roll d20s for me. Also, which hex are we doing?
probably not.
6 o'clock or
That one.
4 o'clock?
Yeah.
4 o'clock? All right.
Yeah. All right. Perception.
Oh, we all gotta
Holy
roll
shoot.
perception.
Yeah, we're all gonna roll perception and then also just roll a d20 as well.
Perception if you want to. D20 is required.
Herg sees all.
So Lolly sees
Alright, so I've just rolled perception, and now I've gotta roll a d20 since I just did that.
Yeah, you just roll a
Yes.
regular d20. It's for something else, not perception related.
Men.
Ooh, hey, there we
The
go.
devs are just
All right.
trying their best.
I can pretty much see anything unless it's at disadvantage.
As you folks are making your way through the dense underbrush,
You have me on your team. Oh my god, we're gonna lose every
the
time.
trees are just stretching far up overhead. You actually begin to hear the slight pitter patter of rain hitting the canopy, and after maybe another 10-15 minutes, you start feeling large droplets
It was
as it
rough.
begins
It was real rough.
dripping down from on high.
It was real rough.
But there's this one really large tree in particular
now
that
you
you guys
scared
are
the
like
birds.
circumnavigating,
Good
having to
job.
climb over huge roots. And
Oh no.
it's over one particular root that you, Herg, happen to just kind of glance down and you see a body.
Yeah, you're in my
Oh.
way.
Guys, there's a dead guy. Dead thing? Dead thing.
Oh yeah,
Let's
looks
steal
quite
stuff
dead.
from him.
Yeah, hold on. Guys, look, there's a body. Do I just see it lying there, or do I notice anything particular about it?
It looks like the corpse of quite likely a human. If you want time, roll a medicine check.
Oh shit.
Otherwise, you see very clearly around their neck
we did
huge
it.
bruises, and it almost looks like just one continuous bruise that just kind of wraps around the neck a couple of times.
I immediately start looking for snakes and or vines.
Oh, there are vines galore. Sorry, I didn't mean to ping. There are vines galore all around. Some are hanging down from the tree up above. There's some that just kind of wind down the tree itself up against the bark. They're kind of crawling over the ground.
Are they moving?
My computer base?
No.
Alright. Yeah.
No, by crawling, it was just oh my god, what's the word?
Speech.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Herg's gonna point at the body and say, he looks like he was strangled by a rope, a snake, or a vine. And, there's a lot of vines around here. He kind of clutches his halberd nervously and kind of just like is looking around furtively.
Say, since this guy's dead, how about we steal some stuff from him?
I don't.
How about no?
I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. Is there anything, how far is this away from us?
It's you guys practically walked over the body.
Oh, dang. Good thing I noticed.
There were some large roots that you had to step over. They were kind of the easiest bit of passage through this particular bit, especially with it raining as it is. The ground itself is just very wet, sticky, muddy, and so you had one kind of deep puddle out towards the farther edge. Then you had huge roots that would have actually taken some time to climb over, but they kind of started to go down in towards the ground. And it was just a couple of large ones next to each other, and you're stepping up over them like a makeshift stepping stones. And it was kind of tucked down in between is where the body is.
Okay. Can I poke it with the butt of my halberd?
Yeah, you poke it.
Yeah.
Doesn't move.
Alright, be quick, Spike, but just be quick, okay?
Alright.
I'm gonna keep watch while he looks at
stuff.
You gotta roll
All
things
right.
first, babe.
What is this? Alright, well, what do I roll?
Oh, in this case, you actually don't need to roll. Just take. I believe the official rule is to take 10, where you just take 1 minute to do it, and you automatically succeed.
Okay.
Just takes a little bit more time rather than like 6 seconds to very hurriedly do it. But yeah, no, you find a small pouch. It jingles. You open it up, and it looks like it has 15 gold pieces in it. You also find a backpack with various sorts of supplies. In fact, it looks like quills, inks, pieces of parchment, all kind of scattered throughout it. The parchment looks like it might be ruined, but most of it seems salvageable. And then you find a very interesting little thing. Excuse me. Whoops.
Yo, I got all this cool stuff.
You happen to find on the ground, actually, kind of tucked in between the body and the root closest to you guys. Like it's a small wooden box.
You stepped on me.
It looks almost like it's about a foot long, half foot wide, half foot deep. It's for as small as it is. It's a little on the hefty side. It's a few pounds, and it looks like it can be possibly opened up.
Some of this stuff is weird, although those gold pieces definitely mine.
Okay. Did you find anything else?
Yeah, I also found this box and a bag of supplies. It has inks and stuff. I found some pretty cool things, honestly. I was hoping there would be a few weapons in here as well. Guess not, but hey, we got all this other stuff, right?
You should give the box to Sit Lolly, to make sure it doesn't have like a trap on it. She's good at that.
Alright.
Hey, is my physical body within range here?
What do you mean?
That's mine.
Like, am I there? Wherever
Yeah,
they
you're
are.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be?
Mine.
I'm just making sure, because before I interject, I didn't want to make myself look like an idiot.
No, we ditched you back in 9-0.
We got Hector. He's so much better.
Yeah.
So much more handsome.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all.
it
You
is.
know, I could probably break that open if you want.
I don't think we should break it. I don't even know if it's locked, but before we try to open it from a dead body that looks like it was strangled to death by something, we should let Sit Lolly look at it. She's good at finding these things out, making sure it's not dangerous.
I mean, really, I don't mind, and I lift my adamantine sword.
No?
Really? Are you sure? I mean, I really don't mind. I can break it open.
No, I'm pretty positive I'd rather have Sit Lolly look at the box.
Well, okay. I mean, I really don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay, I look at the box.
Yeah, you take a look at the box, you know. It's as I described it. It looks like it's about a foot long, half foot wide, half foot deep. It weighs a couple pounds.
Holly, thank y'all for letting me sleep.
Is it locked?
You don't see a lock on it. It looks like it has two little doors on the one side of it that can be pulled open.
Okay.
Doors?
Doors? Yeah.
It's rather than like drawers, they look like tiny little doors.
Can I shake the box to see if I hear anything in it?
Yeah, you shake it. You don't hear anything.
By the way, who's Hector?
That's Hector. And I point at Hector.
I was saying that out of character, but...
He's a puppy love struck guard from Fort Belawarian who's new to the fort, who's come along with us, following Faye mostly, but also us because we think he's nice.
Oh, well, hi. How do you do?
Hi. No, it's a pleasure. Thank you for letting me come along.
Likewise, Bucephalus Grayson McAllister at your service.
That's a mouthful. All right. Hector, it's a pleasure.
I'm not sure about this box. I don't know if we should open it because it was for a dead body. But I'm not I don't know how to feel because this looks like it looks like doors on the box.
It's harder to kill me than it is to kill other people. I'll open it. Away from you guys, in case it's bad. Let's get off these roots first, though, because this is a weird place to be.
Yeah, you're pretty much like our tank. You can take these hits.
If I can't, I'm sure that everybody else can pick me back up again. Anyway, let's get off the roots. So, if it is bad, that we don't fall off roots.
By the way, this is a weird place. Did our fairy friend fall asleep too?
What are you talking about?
No,
It's
she's
fine, don't
there,
worry about
but
it.
I am
It's
not
fine.
role playing Faye.
Yeah, Faye has been having conversations with Hector the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Herg is going to offer to take the box and us get over these roots to a clearer spot that is not all of these roots and vines, which are making Herg very nervous given the nature of this man's death.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Caleb, you mean you can't do an accent that niche?
Look, it's less the accent and more just
Yeah, exactly.
the enunciation and word usage and the personality that is given to this character. I cannot do that. That is uniquely the players.
Yeah,
No.
there's nobody who can play Faye like Faye. 'Tis impossible.
But yeah, you guys
Someone behind us.
walk for
Someone
another like
behind you.
30 seconds, get to a small clearing. This one's a little bit more comfortable than the previous one. And
I give Spike Jr. to Spike. I walk 20 feet away from the party. I put the box down on the ground, and with the tip of my halberd, I open the little doors really quick and step back.
and when you flick it with the tip of the halberd, the entire box goes flying.
Oh, okay. I go after the box.
Well, dang it! I told you I could have busted it open.
No, it's my bad. Okay. Did I damage the box?
You look at it. No.
Okay. Sorry, box. I put it down again, and this time I open it with real hands and try to step back as quickly as possible.
And you pull on the looks like little door handle, and it doesn't budge.
I knock.
You knock. Nothing happens.
Okay, Bucephalus, you have at it. I walk away.
Yeah, finally.
I get 20 feet away from the box.
Same.
Wind up, take good posture, just full downward slash.
All right, and it is a gorgeous posture, and you bring the sword down with all of your force, and you know the scene in Lord of the Rings. Gimli picks up his axe, tries to smash the ring.
Yeah.
Don't you dare do that to my sword. I have an adamantine blade.
That's exactly what happens here, minus your weapon exploding.
I was about to say, don't you dare explode my weapon.
You just your sword smacks into it, and all of a sudden, like your hands are vibrating from the force of the blow, and you end up actually dropping the sword from the sheer force of it just resisting you.
Whoa. The box is stronger than Boo Boo.
Hey,
I mean, it is.
it's stronger than my sword. It's not stronger than me.
I don't know. If you were stronger than it, you could force it open.
Hey, the strength is in the blade, not the arms, alright? Let's be clear.
So, are you strong enough to open it? I'm confused now. Does the sword need to be strong enough, or do you need to be strong enough?
We're gonna say the sword needs to be strong enough, because it does.
Oh, okay.
The sword is humbled.
Herg is gonna do an Arcana check on the box.
All
Dang,
right,
Herb,
roll
did you
Arcana.
learn some stuff while I was asleep?
Herg learned nothing. Herg has a -1 in Arcana, but they're gonna try. Because he
Oh, look
thinks
at
it's
that.
magic. He thinks the box is magic.
Well, I
It's
mean,
magic.
You are familiar with the crafting of items. I mean, specifically weapons. You're familiar with the adamantine and how it is an immensely strong substance. Like there are few other metals in particular that are stronger than it. It tends to destroy other objects and items with ease. It just bashes or slices right through them. For an adamantine sword to not put a single scratch on this box, yeah, it's got to be magic.
I think the box is magic. I pick up the box.
What was your first guess, my dear Herg?
I mean, found it on a dead guy. Alright, Herc puts it in his backpack.
All right,
This fall.
sounds good.
This will not come back to bite us later.
No, why would it?
No, that can't happen.
It's probably got an animated rope of strangling inside that only comes out when you're asleep and kills you.
That's just brutal.
The dead silence is not very what's the word I'm looking for? Hopeful, Caitlin.
I was gonna say comforting.
Yeah, that one right there.
No. Why would I do that?
If it's a pet snake, I'm going to name him Salazar.
Mr. Noodle.
Boop Noodle.
This is just like that dwarf I used to know that made all kinds of bad decisions. Oh, my.
Are you talking about Bronze Hammer?
No, I'm not.
Sounds a lot like him.
You're
I
really
remember selling
racist
this-
against dwarves, man. Anyway, we should go. Lead on, awesome druid guy.
Indeed. I am glad that the box is all right. That is quite the mystery.
Mystery
Onward.
boxes are best boxes.
All right. As you guys start picking up your pace again, the rain starts coming down a little bit harder, and before long, you guys are just soaked to the bone.
It really does suck here.
With just how much water is coming down. It's like it's not raining hard, but it's like, you know, that light misty rain that just kind of saturates the air with liquid. That's kind of what's happening here.
Oh boy.
And then
ow.
just given the heat, it is hot, muggy liquid. It's like you're in a perpetual sauna right now.
Can I use my what's it called? My wanderer feature to do the foraging while we do the walking?
Please make a survival check.
Survival.
I don't know if those are always the ones you use, but those dice are cool.
I think they weren't the ones that I have always used, but they are the ones I've been using for the last like session and a half.
Oh, well, they're very cool. I approve.
I know, I like them. I don't think I'll ever change them.
You should see if you can get metal ones like that.
I can.
Oh, nice.
They're just very expensive because they got that dragon scaly guy on it. A 16. Oh no, we killed the DM.
No, I was just trying to figure out what it was you found.
I was about to say that I think we broke you.
Not yet.
You actually, you do find a couple of things that you've never seen before. They look quite interesting and possibly somewhat edible. The first was a bush that actually had, give me a second, I'll give you a number. Quite a few handfuls of berries on them. They're kind of a dark brown, but they not quite resemble a cross between a like a blueberry and a strawberry as far as what they look like. They're on the smaller side, like a blueberry with the same sort of smooth texture, but they've got like slight the dimpling that happens with the seeds on strawberries.
Dimpleberries.
Yeah.
They are.
And the other was as you were walking under a particular tree, you actually saw nuts on it that were as big as your fist, Herg.
Ooh.
Watch where you move in the future.
Hey,
And
hey, Herg,
Shh, I'm foraging.
you found big nuts.
You said nuts.
I don't get it. Anyway, shh, I'm foraging. You were saying?
and it's you really only really notice these because they were kind of jostling in the wind, and it looked like if the branches were shaken hard enough, the nut would light
I
up.
was like, I'm a goner.
And it was a pretty decent amount of light. It was like a good 15-20 feet
Oh.
of light when one of them actually kind of flashed, and it's what kind of drew your eye to it, and they're really big.
Are they within arm's reach of me, or do I need to climb for these?
No, you don't need to climb. No, you can very easily grab them.
I would like to reach out and grab the nuts.
Jesus Christ. You find 12 of them.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
What's the druid's name again?
Kawasha.
Kawasha, check out these nuts.
Good fun, my friend. Good fun.
It was even an even number.
What?
That was a good one.
You don't.
What? I don't.
Herg. It's a joke.
Okay. But anyway, do you know what these are?
Indeed I do. They are waka nuts.
Are they good?
These nuts?
Which, in fact, we should probably be on the lookout. These are popular haunts for some nasty creatures.
Oh, but are the nuts good?
For the most part, the fruit of the nut can be decently pleasant,
You don't need it.
but they are primarily known for their somewhat magical ability to produce light.
Oh, cool.
And he picks up one of the nuts, which he just shakes it a little, and it glows.
Oh, it's pretty cool. I put them and the berries in my bag.
Hey, I have a question. But they can produce light, but how powerful are they? Like, are they deeply magical? Do they produce life too?
Take me away, zombie.
What do you mean?
Well,
I mean, they're nuts. They grow into trees, so yeah.
Oh, so they are nuts that produce life. Oh, okay.
I mean, like, all nuts produce life. Do you know how trees work?
I don't
It's a
know.
little nutty.
Yeah, it does sound a little nutty.
I'm shaming you, Billy. You can't see it, but I'm shaming you. No, I knew right from the get-go. Okay? Shame.
I'm aware. I'm aware. That was what the silence was for.
Please, let us see if we can find another place to camp for the evening. I do not wish to have our camp raided by Sioux monsters.
I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound good. I agree with you. Let's go.
Definitely. That sounds nuts.
Wow. That was like the worst nut joke I've ever heard.
Oh,
Thank you.
All right. Be right back. Nature calls.
Take your
So
time.
Lolly goes into the forest.
So Lolly is not going into the forest to do that. No. This is out of character.
Well, where do you think she's gonna?
Not in front of everybody.
That's right, into the forest.
Into the woods I go to die.
Into the thick of it.
Yes, please. Split the party.
No.
All right, but before long,
Yeah, I have one too.
you can feel the sun starting to set. The rain not letting up, unfortunately. It seems to keep going in even into the evening and night. I mean, thankfully, it's keeping the insects at bay. Mosquitoes are nowhere near as bad when
Come in.
fat raindrops are falling from the sky.
You're right here.
But yes,
The berries. Can my druid bro identify them too, or are they mystery berries?
um, I think for those. No, give me a quick second. I don't know if he knows that naturally.
I gotta say, I missed playing with you guys.
We missed playing too.
Okay, yeah, he is a native, so yeah, I'm gonna say he knows these. Indeed, they are cinderberries. They are very bitter, but if they are fresh, you can either eat them raw, or you can crush and add them to a drink to kind of dull the bitterness a little bit. But they taste pleasant otherwise.
Okay.
How do you tell if they're raw?
And he just picks one up and pops it into his mouth. That is how a cinderberry is raw.
Well,
I mean, raw
dang.
just means not cooked, boo boo.
Indeed. And if you eat enough of these, they are even known to kind of boost your immune system a little bit.
Well,
I immediately start like scoffing them.
yeah, I think we got a little lost in translation there. I guess I should say in common tongue, how do you tell if they're ripe?
They were able to be picked. That is how you know. You
Okay.
cannot pick the ones that are not ready.
Oh, okay. Simple enough.
But sadly, they do not keep. If they lose their freshness, it kind of dulls the bitterness a little bit.
I pass around berries for everybody to have some berries to help boost their immune system.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You have berries now.
Okay, that's great. I have berries. Woo!
And they apparently boost our immune system.
Nice. Okay.
And are very bitter.
Have you seen him on the dollar bill?
At any rate, I believe I have found a good place to camp for the evening.
Yep.
And Kawash is pointing, and as you look over, you actually see kind of a large frond tree that kind of has its large leaves spread out. But it looks like it creates just very nice, pleasant, dry shelter underneath it. It seems to be the only bit of dry ground anywhere around right now.
Yo, what up?
Ah, that looks great. You guys wanna take first sleep, and I'll keep watch.
Okay.
I mean, you do what you like. I think I got enough sleep for a little bit, so I can do whatever anybody doesn't want to do.
All right, well then you can take first watch, and I'll feed Spike Jr. before I go to bed.
All right. So I go ahead. Well, before y'all go, so I go ahead and I go out and I set up all the usual defenses before I prepare for watch.
Yeah, not a problem.
I'm sorry.
And as you're setting all this stuff up, you see Kawasha just kind of parking his backpack right up against the tree. And he looks over at you. If we are unlucky, and we do have Sioux monsters tracking us from the Waka tree, that will not help.
What's a shoe monster anyway?
Oh, think of a a large monkey, in fact, but it has fangs that are as long as your middle
6
finger,
jams.
and they
What?
have somewhat magical abilities to disorient and confuse their prey. And also, they like to hunt in
That's
packs.
my name, Daddy.
Herc would like to roll perception.
Yeah, please.
I want to
Yeah.
do some thrashing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll take my elf senses over some monkey any day. But that's just me.
I think we're fine. We're good. Everything's fine. Spike Jr., you'll alert us to any danger, won't you? And I cup his cheeks between my hands and stare into his beautiful face.
And
Beautiful
the forked tongue just kind of darts out and just flicks you across the nose.
You are my best boy. I give his nose a kiss.
Nice one.
I believe we are turning Spike Jr. into what is known as a puppy. We are making him as loyal as a puppy dog.
I mean, he's only known us for like 3 days. I think it's a little bit soon for that, but maybe eventually. Anywho, I'm gonna snack on rations since it's raining. I don't want to start a fire in the jungle because it's gonna be like really smoky, and would probably alert our position. So I'm just gonna eat regular rations that you don't have to cook.
Hey, Keyleth.
Yes.
By the way, I don't know if it'll ever become relevant, but just to know, I have not ate the berry.
We'll see if it becomes relevant.
I ate the berries. Definitely ate the berries.
I didn't. Yep.
All right. So who was taking first watch again?
It was me.
All right. Would you like to roll perception for your watch?
Yeah.
I would. Thank you. Bear with me 1 second while I remember how to do this.
If the monkeys take Boo Boo in the night, we should adopt one of them as our new party member.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. And you notice that as you're kind of going about what you normally do on your watches, you see Kawasha staying up, and he seems to just kind of silently take watch with you. And after maybe about a half hour or so, kind of beckons you over and just kind of shh. Look here, friend. You almost missed it.
Easy, Dad.
Ah, it is quite a rare sight indeed. And he's pointing, and you follow his
Yeah,
finger.
he's not. I
And
don't
he
need
points
to
across
roll.
like the small clearing out into the
I
rain,
need to
and you
roll.
actually see just kind of frolicking amongst the wet leaves, very
my
very
God.
tiny creatures. They stand on 2 legs. They look like they're completely like pitch black, but you can tell they have 2 arms. And the most striking feature is like little tribal masks where their face should be. And you just kind of see a couple of them. They look like they're holding hands and swinging around and jumping, and just kind of frolicking in the nighttime rain. And Kawasha kind of leans in. And, you are lucky to have seen them.
Are they? I mean, I don't know anything. Is that like? Are they cultists?
Cultists. They are 3 inches tall. Not even. No, they
Yeah,
are
I mean,
Chewing.
those masks make me a little uncomfortable.
Oh, you are too superstitious. These are the Chwinga. They are spirits of luck. They are found all over the world, but
You okay?
they are known as tiny guides and tricksters here in Chult.
Is this a reference to Princess Mononoke?
Are they saying anything?
No, you don't hear any noise coming out of them.
Is this a reference to Princess Mononoke?
Not that I'm aware of.
Interesting thought. I'm too superstitious, but you're the one talking about spirits of luck. Okay.
Oh no, it is literally verifiable. Those who the Chwinga have blessed, they
Just
are
so you know, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Okie dokie, baby.
no pasa nada. No, it is a known fact that the Chwinga are spirits of fortune.
Okay.
And when they decide to impart some of this upon the target of their affections, it can take a variety of forms, but all of it is good.
I was just about to ask. You say fortune, but you didn't say which way.
Oh no, yeah, they are good fortune. But they are usually quite shy for them to be frolicking as such. It is a rare sight indeed.
They are kind of cute, minus the mask there.
Oh no, but that is what makes it. For they could not live without the mask.
Yeah,
And, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say where I'm from, we had these we had, I don't know if they have them here, but where I'm from, we had this species called a monkey, and kind of looked like that.
Oh no, we have monkeys here too. This is a jungle after all. And no, the monkeys do not look like that.
Yeah, you gotta forgive me. I'm from out of town. Oh.
Indeed, I can tell.
So what is the frolicking? Is it symbolistic? Is it just them playing?
It is them having fun.
Okay, so they just do this randomly. There's nothing.
Exactly.
No,
They are very childish spirits. They can be quite prone to playful mischief, but it is nothing to be worried about.
Well, I mean, I get that. I can be prone to playful mischief.
Oh, indeed.
So where do you think their parents are? Is that a cause for concern? Do they have parents?
They are spirits of the forest. How would they have parents? It is said that Ubtao is the parent of all that grows within the jungle.
Okay. So I would think, because they seem, as you said, they're useful. You'd think something would be watching over them.
Oh no, they are the ones that do the watching. What would they need to be watched over for?
Yeah, I guess you got a point there. Fair enough.
At any rate, I believe that is the night for me. No, I was hoping I would get to see Chwingas tonight. It was quite a pleasure. Good night, my friends, and have a safe watch. And
good night.
Yeah, he lays the backpack out. Doesn't even get a bed roll out or anything. Just kind of turns over, and you immediately hear snoring. But the rest of your watch goes by. It's uneventful. At some point through the course of the night, the raining does let up. And you can just hear the insects and nighttime denizens continuing their chorus.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I was thinking to myself, man, for a guy I've known 2 minutes, he's an interesting fellow.
Yeah, you get no response from anybody around you.
Oh no, I'm just saying that was a thought that I was having. That thought to myself. Because everybody else is asleep.
Yeah.
Well, I have no. All I know is I was taken. I don't even know who next watch is supposed to be. Well, I'll just go wake her up. to
Herc.
go over cautiously and kind of nudge Herc.
Pancakes. Uh, is it my turn?
If you would, we didn't really determine who was going after me. I kind of just flipped the coin, essentially.
Okie dokie. I'm up. I'm up.
Hmm.
Okay. Herc
Hmm.
rubs his eyes, smacks his face a little bit, and goes to take watch with his halberd.
Hmm. Hey, Herc. So can you fill me in on what all I missed while I
Uh,
was napping?
we got a charter. We met the nice druid guy who says he'll be our guide through the forest as long as we kill undead things that we find. He knows about the mummy, but knows that she's not from here and that she doesn't do bad things, so as long as he never meets her, he isn't going to do anything about it. And then we met Hector, who's kind of new at the fort, and he's he's really nice, but the guys at the fort are apparently like mostly jerks except for him. So we brought him with us. Um, we're paying him to come with us to help us in the forest. And then I think Faye is hoping that if he hangs out with us enough, that he'll leave the fort people and just like be around us and stuff. But also, they might hunt him if he does that, so maybe not. Who knows? Either way, he's here and not with jerks. And then we found this box, and you tried to break it with your sword, and it kind of failed really bad because you have a bad sword, not because you're not strong. And I found these nuts, and he holds up a glowing nut.
Thank, thank,
These nuts.
appreciate that. Now, not to play not to be overly cynical, but if there's a whole group full of guys that are jerks, and then you get one guy that's kind of nice, um,
He's kind of new. He's only been there like a couple of weeks. He hasn't gotten jerk yet.
I was making sure we can verify that because that sounds a bit like good cop, bad cop, if you know what I mean.
Well, they beat him up, so
Hmm. Okay. I mean, if y'all trust him, I'm just saying I don't know the guy, and this is the first time I'm hearing of him. So I just want to make sure we're not gonna wake up in a mess of you know what.
I don't think so. He seems pretty alright. And he just wants to send money home to his family, so
Hmm. Oh well, I can sympathize with that to an extent.
yeah, so I think he's just kind of trying to get by, and this is the only way that he had to do that so far. But he hasn't done any bad
Hmm.
things yet that I know about. So I trust him until I don't trust him, I guess. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's very reasonable.
I
Um,
mean, either way, I like our chances of not dying in a jungle with him rather than without him.
yeah, yeah, that's fair. I just want to make sure we're not gonna end up in the thick of it, and then all of a sudden get stabbed in the back.
Well, I mean, who knows, honestly.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you to a certain extent. You know, innocent until proven guilty and all that.
It's a really weird situation. I'm not used to guys who are supposed to, like, be helping people be jerks.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I've only got other people telling me that they're jerks, and I haven't actually seen it for myself yet. That commander lady was kind of really brusque, but she didn't seem like a jerk. She just seemed like she was trying to run a fort.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I haven't seen the jerk part yet, but everybody says they're jerks. So I don't know, man.
Hmm. All right. Well, I mean, that's what we have to go on. I agree with you that certainly better to have help in this mess where we have no idea where we are than not. We just need to be careful.
Plus, he seems like a pretty okay guy, even setting aside what other people in his group may or may not be like.
Hmm.
Um, he's really nice and stuff,
Mm.
and he really wants to see adventure things and not be stuck in a fort, and I can sympathize with that.
Yeah, I mean, four walls is boring. There's no doubt about that. I recommend caution. I would say.
I mean, I'm not gonna not be cautious. This is a forest full of things that want to kill us, let alone other people that might want to kill us. So,
Mm.
I agree with that 100%. We should definitely be careful of a lot of things.
Uh, well, don't worry, I'm awake now. If
Well,
we if if we have any problems, I'll just fart on them.
well, aren't you going to sleep now? It's my turn, right?
I don't know. I mean, normally yes, but
I don't want to carry you tomorrow. You're really heavy.
oh well, thank you. Now, my point being, I think I can meditate for a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna watch for evil monkeys with death dagger fangs.
All right, I'm gonna meditate for a bit and recover, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
I turn around to find us surrounded by monkeys during this conversation.
I mean, that's going to depend wholly on that plus you rolling a d20.
Oh.
Hmm.
Mm, that's not good.
Caleb, is this like when I said, may I introduce you to the Lord and Savior of the Force all over again? Just where we're going?
I think we're going down in an earlier round, but sugar, we're going down swinging.
Oh God!
I
Ew, I
don't
hate
understand
it.
the reference,
I hate
Billy.
it. I absolutely-
We were playing your sci-fi campaign that one time when I was playing a Jedi, and I said that, and then you were like, you know what? Just for that, I'm throwing things at you, and you're in initiative now.
That sounds about right. And you two bid each other a good night. And you immediately just start looking around Herg, and then you hear a branch
Give me.
snap a few feet over your head, and you immediately look up and you see this furry clawed hand reaching right down towards you with a pair of glowing eyes right behind it.
At least it doesn't cost money right now.
And that's actually where we're going to end the session tonight.
Oh no!
Dun dun dun!
Friend?
Cliffhanger.
Well, see y'all in a month.
Actually, unless anything is going on next Wednesday,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yay.
we'll have to do a little bit of a later session because I get off at 7, so I won't get home until 8.
Mhm.
So I would be aiming to start around 8:30 next Wednesday.
Fine.
Well, we don't have company next Wednesday, so that'll help. At least not at this point.
Cool. I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah.
We will plan on no company.
Yeah.
No, we are planning on my company.
Our company. That's
Which is-
different.
Which
No,
is
I'm
monkeys.
talking about company here at our place.
Yeah,
Monkey
like when
company.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
monkeys.
get bogged down for an hour because my sister's still here.
Got it.
Fun. But yeah, no, we'll see what happens next week on Dear
Dragon
Dungeons
Ball
and
Z.
Dinosaurs, and who knows, maybe Death Monkeys.
Death monkeys.
Hmm.
All right. Well, thank
Death
you all for tuning in to the lovely DM Calith and our Dungeons and Dinosaurs stream tonight. Great shout out to, well, just about everybody who's here, which is like 4 people, maybe one of which is a bot. Also Rob. Sup, Rob? And thank you for listening. You can catch myself and Felix this Friday on our typical Dragons Also Maybe Dungeons stream. Starting at, of course, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as per the usual. And this Sunday is going to be our Starfinder campaign with DM Vaughn again. So we look forward to seeing you all there. Please tune in whenever you like. And from those of us here at Dungeons and Dinosaurs, good night, and don't let the monkeys bite.
And don't let these nuts glow.
It's too late for that. It's too late for that.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.